Hi. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I don't even know if that is live.
I can check on mine.
Okay, thanks. I couldn't find my shoes. All right, you can hear my dog barking. She really, really wants to be part of this. And I'm pretty sure 2 cats are gonna join me. Good morning, Stephanie. Morning, Barb. Oh. Okay. Alrighty, this is my first attempt at Facebook Live. We'll post a picture later of the tripod setup. It's pretty spectacular. Thanks to Guy, the marvelous engineer, for getting this all sound and recording engineer. All right, so this is going to be a stretch class. I've got my foam rollers, 2 of them. I've got a skipping rope. You guys can use whatever you want. You can get a dog leash, or like I always say, pair of pantyhose. Hopefully you've all warmed up a little bit and stretched. We're going to stretch your upper body and lower body. So if you can't use your lower body for whatever reason, please feel free to join us in stretching anything that you can. You can see I've got a little furry friend here. His name is Luffy, and he's very helpful. Okay, so you're all hopefully all warm and sweaty. If you've got water, you're going to be drinking that as we go along. Every once in a while, I'm going to go and check the camera to see what people can see. If I need to change something, just give me a heads up. I'm just going to check the comments right now. Ha! Yes, we did let the dog in. She'll be down here. No, absolutely, for sure. Okay. All right, let's get started. Let's actually start with our foam roller, because it's a good thing to roll your whole body. Even if you haven't just done a workout, it's okay to start foam rolling from sitting around or drinking coffee or whatever you're doing this morning. So I'm going to use my little foam roller just because I've got a small amount of space. This is my vibrating foam roller that I love. And we're going to start with the foam roller in the smallest part of your waist. And you're going to stretch out your whole body. So nice long body, bottom arm is long, bottom leg is long. Oh la la. As I said last night to some people, I've been working out. I've been doing my faster way workouts. They're nice and short. The thing is, there's no stretching involved. And so I've been working out and then just going back to whatever I was doing, which is probably sitting at the computer. And it's starting to show in, I got some soreness in the bottom of my feet. I know that's coming from tightness. So you are nice and long. You've got that foam roller in the smallest part of your waist. And I want you to just roll forward a little bit. So tip your hips forward. Oh yeah, that's probably not too bad. Now gently tip your hips back, and you're going to get into your back extensors. If you've been sitting more than normal, you may find those are a little bit tighter than you thought they might be. All right, we're going to roll all the way down our hip bone. So you can either move your body or you can move your roller. So right now it's on my hip bone. I'm going to roll forward a little bit, so I'm just going to tip my hips forward. Ooh la la! Those hip flexors. You're going to get into those there. And then you're going to shift your position and tip your hips back a little bit. Open up your pelvis a little bit more to the ceiling. Oh boy. Remember, this is the swearing portion of today. You are more than welcome to swear. Swearing actually reduces your experience of pain. So your family may think it's weird, but go for it. It makes you feel better. Now, of course, you've been drinking lots of water during this time of staying home. I forgot my water right now, but I do have a huge glass upstairs that I just keep filling. There we go. I had to, now that we stay home all the time in this new world right now, I had to find myself a different cup. At work, I have a huge one. I fill it probably 6 or 7 times a day. At home, I have a big water glass, but it just wasn't the same. And it's open on the top. And unfortunately, my helpful cats also liked to sip out of my glass. And I wasn't really up to sharing. So, ooh, there we go. You're going to go all the way down to your ankle. Just take some time. If you get to a spot that's extra sore, just spend a little extra time there. The more weight you put through your hands and your other foot, the less weight goes into your roller. And it'll be less uncomfortable. The more you roll, the less uncomfortable it becomes. And you go, come right down to that bump on your ankle. Right there. Okay, all the way along, you're gonna tip forward a little bit. And you're gonna tip back a little bit. Just like that. And if you're ready, we're just gonna flip over. And you're gonna put the roller in the small part of your waist. Right there. And you're just gonna extend that bottom arm. Oh. Ooh la la. So your bottom leg is straight and your bottom arm is straight, and you're trying to stretch out that bottom side of your body. Right there. Oh yeah. Tip forward a little bit. Tip back a little bit. Ooh. Alrighty. This used to not feel like anything, but over the last few weeks of neglecting my rolling, now it's all tight. Alrighty. Roll over that hip bone. Remember, you're going to roll forward a little bit, get into your hip flexors a little bit, then tip your hips back. And again, you're using this leg. The harder you press this leg down into the ground, the more weight it takes off your roller, the less severe or the less intense the feeling of the roller. That's it. If you're feeling sweaty, you're doing this right. Next time we do this, I'll try to have a little nice background music. Normally I run the background music from my phone. I didn't put all the pieces together. Anyway, we'll work on it. You're rolling, either roll your roller down towards your foot, or you're gonna move your body up. As you can see, this is our beautiful home gym. It's got a mixture of antique weights and some new stuff. Oh yeah. This vibrating roller came from a course that Jen Dunbar and I did a couple of years ago. It was fantastic. And this vibrates at a very high frequency and has a really phenomenal feeling. I also bought a heated foam roller, one that you can put in the microwave, and that warm foam roller is magic. It's got a smaller diameter than this one, but next time we do this, I'll have it down here and I'll enjoy the warmness, and you'll just have to picture it in your mind. All right, make sure you're all the way down. You're doing a great job from roll all the way down there. I don't think I can do a video group chat. Sorry, Linda. I think while I'm streaming live, it has to come from here. I don't really know the answer to that, so pardon me if I just hung up on you. I had to decline because I think I can only Facebook Live one at a time. All right, so if you're wondering where I am, I'm on my Facebook page, Mandy Kent. And, oh, I'm swearing in my head. How's that? Okay, let's flip this over and let's get into our calves. Let's see. Yeah, you can still see that. So it's easier to do one calf at a time because it allows you to pick up your whole body and roll your calf there. Just remember, you need to have a completely floppy foot down here. If you are pulling up, you've activated all of the muscles in your calf, and it's going to be harder to get deep into your calf. And again, maybe you're walking more than you're used to, going out for those long power walks. This is a great finisher. So go for your walk, come home, have a glass of water, and then roll out your legs. Woo, woo, woo. And your legs, of course, come right up to here, right to your waist and beyond. Yeah, so you're going to roll your toe out, and then you're going to roll your toe in. And the longer you roll your calf, the deeper you can get in there. I can feel my soleus muscle. It's the muscle deeper than your gastrocnemius, deeper than your calf muscle. And you're going to roll all of your calf, and then you're going to come up behind your knee. Oh. Okay, still breathing. Ooh, la, la. Roll your toe in. Yep, roll your toe out. Awesome. Come on up into your hamstrings. For lots of people, it's going to feel just fine. It's a good place to start if you're a beginner roller and you want to think, oh, actually that feels kind of nice. Because some of it doesn't feel very nice, eh? Okay, let's switch legs. Go back to your other calf. That's it. All the way way down here. You guys keep going on your calf. Remember, you can lift your bum up off the floor. Fantastic. You guys are doing a great job, I'm sure, at home. I'm just going to read through some of these, see if I'm doing anything weird. Hi, Kim. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Pat. Oh, hi, Jen. Hi. Wow, there's a lot of people here. That's fantastic. Some of you are rolling. Some of you are wondering what the hell we're doing. We are. Hi, Joe. We are. We have a sculpt class that's been meeting Tuesdays and Thursdays for like 15 years at Lakeshore Recreation. And I don't know if I could say everybody misses the stretching, but I sure did, and a few other people did. So we decided to give this a go, and the planning for this started last night. So next time, maybe if I need to make some changes, I will. Ooh, boy. So you're relaxing your foot. I've got my butt lifted up off the ground, add a little bit of weight, but if it's too painful for you, keep your butt down on the ground and still roll. There you go. Just make sure you've got relaxed, floppy foot. Turn your toe out. Oh, turn your toe in. You're going to roll up a little higher. That's it. Turn your toe in. Okay. If the inside of the back of your knee, this part right here, a little sore. Yeah. Hamstrings. Those muscles that come down the back of your leg, they start in your pelvis and end past your knee. Walking makes them tight and sitting makes them tight. So if you've been doing lots of both, you should feel a little bit tight there. We're going to come up into our hamstrings through the back of our leg. Lots of times that feels kind of okay. All right, before we move up the pelvis a bit more, let's do our shins rather. I'm just going to switch to this because it's a bit softer than that black one. All right. So if you've never done your shins before, you're in for a great surprise. Again, the more of your body on the floor, the more you're mitigating the pressure into your shins. So after you do this a little bit, you're like, oh, that's not so terrible. I want you to shift your hips over to one side. So I'm going to shift towards the mirror. And if you like my mirrors, they are 2 old closet doors that I got off the swap. People were looking to get rid of them. And they work perfectly down here. Let's switch to the other side. Ooh, yeah. So we've got a kind of a TRX hooked up to the ceiling. We've got an old punching bag. We've got a variety of weights. I bought the weights at Costco, but I see they also have exactly the same set on Amazon. You can get them delivered. They go up to 30 pounds. They are the hexagonal rubber-ended weights. Means that you can use them for more than, you can use them for push-ups if you want to, as a platform to lift your hands up a little bit. All right, let's go up and over onto our quads. There you go. Just rolling, rolling. Again, for lots of people, this is not terrible. It's, dare I say, enjoyable. I want you to go ahead and turn your toes out now. So you're going to get a little bit more, medial. A little bit more of the inside of your leg. Okay, right to your knee. And now turn your toes in. Kind of fold them over each other. You've turned your whole femurs in. You're going to get a little bit more of the medial and a little bit more midline, a little bit more outside. And now that brings us to our hip flexors. Oh. Hip flexors. You're going to, I'm just going to reposition here. You're going to go ahead and throw one knee up on top of your roller. That is going to expose your hip flexors on the leg that you've left behind your long straight leg. And I want you to roll right from your belly button, right down into the middle of your leg, middle of your thigh. Okay, for some of you, that'll be a huge feeling. For some of you, you'll also have a big, maybe soreness or tightness on the inside of your hooped up knee here. There we go. Turn that back leg, that long straight leg, turn your toe out. Ooh. Hello, buddy. Now turn your toe in. Ooh. Hello, this is one of my helpers. Quavo, he's named after a singer, not tequila. Oh. Wow, that's actually feeling hot. That's how tight my hip flexors have become. Okay, let's switch sides. hoop your other knee up onto your roller. You're going to roll that back leg, the face of it right through the middle of your thigh, right up to your belly button. Again, turn your toe out on your straight leg. Oh. Turn your toe in. One side might be worse than the other. One side might be better. All right. Oh, fantastic. Okay, let's change our orientation a little bit. We're going to sit up on here. Just going to take a little sneak peek here. I'd like you to sit on your foam roller. Awesome. Hi, Anne. Hi, Bernadette. Hi, Bernie. Hi, Rebecca. And Marg. Hey, Bonnie. Nice to see ya. Hi, Sam. Oh, this is cool. Hi, Brenda. All right, so we're going to sit up here. Oh, yeah. So you're just going to roll. I'm sitting right on the side of on top of my roller. And I'm just going to roll all the way down the back of my pelvis so my bum comes to the floor. Right down here. Okay, and if you're doing this right in the middle and you're thinking, that's fantastic, it doesn't kill, I want you to make it a bit better by tipping your knees one direction. And there you go. There you go. So everything that moves you, walks, when you go on walks or hikes, or when you sit, everything attaches to your pelvis. So if you've been using those a lot and not rolling or stretching, you may feel tight there. All right. Try the other side. Tip your knees the other way. That's it. There you go. Roll right down. Okay, this is the one part of my body that doesn't hurt. This right side flank. All right, let's make that a little bit better. You're going to go back to first side. You're going to put your ankle over your knee. If you can't get your ankle up over your knee, it's okay to just cross at your calves down there, at your shin. Totally okay. This exposes some of your hip muscles a little bit more. And then I want you to take the knee that you've just bent and put on top and tip towards that. Yeah. I don't know about you, my basement where I have this beautiful home gym is freezing. But I'm getting sweaty doing this. So if you're getting sweaty too, you're doing it right. If you're not getting sweaty, that's okay. What we're doing is actually squeezing out the muscles by pressing against them. And then when you release, the muscle fills back up just like a sponge does when you hold it underwater. So you're increasing your circulation kind of mechanically, but your heart rate is up to deliver that extra blood. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Tip, oh yeah, right down there. I'll just change the orientation here a little bit. There. Come right down to the back of your pelvis or the waistband of whatever you're wearing. If you're not wearing anything, props to you. In these new days, you can do whatever makes you feel comfortable. All right, rolling into your glutes there. Oh, fantastic. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and sit on the end of our roller. Okay, your pelvic floor is just another muscle group. I want you to be really careful of your tailbone. So you're gonna make sure that you're sitting forward on your sit bones. The sit bones are what you sit on when you're sitting on a hard chair. And I want you to put the roller between your sit bones and then just roll one side, back to the center, and to the other side. Okay, the whole while keeping your focus on tilting your pelvis forward. Okay, rolling back and forth. It's an important muscle group. If you think of your core like a can, your can starts here, comes down, it's round. The bottom of your can that holds all that soup in is your pelvic floor. There you go. And then just come back to the middle. I'm just going to have you bend all the way forward or curve forward. And just hold that. Nice big deep breath right into your rib cage. Fantastic. All right, we're going to flip over. We're going to do a little bit of rolling for our upper body now, our chest. After this, we're going to switch to the rope so we can stretch our upper body with the rope a little bit, and then we'll finish off with foam roller on our back, which is like the glory bite of this whole exercise. All right, so we're going to start on our prone, on our stomachs. You're going to take your foam roller and you're going to put it in between your boobs if you have some. If you don't have any, that's okay. Just put it right in the middle of your sternum. And you're going to roll just a little bit. You may be surprised at how sore that is. That's it. Just roll back and forth a little bit. Holy cow. Fantastic. All right, move to the other side of your breast if you have one. If not, just go to your face of your shoulder. Again, you may be surprised how tender or sensitive the face of your shoulder is. Your bicep attaches in there, and of course you use your biceps every day for lots of things. All right, I want you to get into this webbing right here, this whole group of muscles that attach your arm into your chest. It's nice and tight, usually because you drive, maybe you don't drive so much anymore, but you maybe type or scroll or flick or anything in this position, you've shortened this muscle group. So what we're going to do is stretch your arm out nice and long. Move back here. Stretch your arm out nice and long and really roll. Oh. And now I want you to rotate that arm. So you are rolling while you're rotating that arm. And if you get to a point where you're like, oh, that is really tight, you can press into your roller and actually move back and forth on your roller. So you're called frictioning. You hold apart and then you stretch it back and forth. Okay, I'd like you to roll your roller down towards your wrist. And again, you can move your whole body or you can just move your roller all the way down. Ooh. As you pass your elbow, the inside of your elbow and the outside of your elbow, take note, it shouldn't be sore. It shouldn't feel like you've got a bruise on that joint. If you do, it's telling you that you've got tightness either above or below that joint. And you want to deal with that tightness before that soreness right here becomes something more serious like tendinosis or tendinitis. Those are golfer's elbow and tennis elbow, and it takes a long time to heal. So you're going to nip it in the bud while it's still just soreness by foam rolling your arm, the whole arm every day. All right. Once you've gotten to your beautiful wrist, I want you to flip onto your side and then roll right back underneath your arm, come all the way back up to your armpit. Make sure you get into your triceps. Yeah. Right there. And then bring that roller right into your armpit. Once it's in your armpit, you're going to tip forward. And that might be okay. Just make sure your arm is still stretched out. Now you're going to tip back a little bit. Get into those shoulder blades a little bit. Yep. Oh, yeah. All right, just flip over, other side. So again, between those boobs if you have them. If not, right down your sternum. And again, we're working on the face of our chest, which typically most humans today, we shorten or flex forward for a good part of our day. That includes slouching in front of Netflix, includes reading a book, or sewing or cooking. It's all forward flexion. We don't do very much extension, and so this soreness, tightness develops where we get short in the front and get too long and stretched out and weak in our upper back. So get into the face of your shoulder. Try frictioning that group of muscles. There we go. And then you're going to roll all the way down, making sure you're rotating your arm, palm up, palm down, palm all the way around, all the way down your beautiful arm. Yeah, I'm sore on the inside of both elbows from doing spreadsheets. There we go, all the way around. Yep, all the way down. Once you reach your beautiful wrist, you're going to flip onto your side, roll back up your arm. There you go. It's really satisfying. Okay, making sure you rotate all the way through. And once you get up into your armpit, I want you to really focus on long straight arm here. That's it. Tip forward, tip back. Oh, fantastic. Okay, we're going to switch to the rope just for a few minutes. And again, you can use anything long, like a scarf even works. I'm going to have a quick check here, I guess. How are we doing? Oh, hi, Tiffany. Hi, Cheryl. Let's see. Oh, hi, Beth. And Isabel, hi. All right, if you've got a rope, here we go. We're going to start with a rope straight up overhead here. And I just want you to get it about shoulder width apart. And you're just going to hold your abs really strongly. So imagine someone's about to poke you in the stomach. I want you to brace there. Just bring your arms up and bring them back as far as you can. What you'd like to be able to do is move your arms from here to back here. Keeping your abs nice and strong. You're keeping the bottom edge of your beautiful rib cage pointing down at your gorgeous hip bones. There you go. Back a little bit more. Back a little bit more. That's it. If you need to, go wider with your grip. That's it. Go a little bit wider even. What we're going to do is try to rotate our arms all the way to the back. The beautiful thing about ropes and dog leashes is you can go as wide as you need to until you can bring your arms all the way around. There you go. Get your big range in there. And again, if you can't go all the way around right now, that's okay. If you practice this every day, you will gain some length. What happens is we get tight in our upper chest from cooking, typing, like I say, punching people, whatever you do in front of you. This is rounding flexion. We don't get extension very much. So if you want to get more extension, you have to stretch the face of your body. Keep those abs nice and tight. Oh, yeah. There you go. This is also just like the stretch that you do when you put one arm on the wall and then turn away from the wall. Let's do 2 more of those. That's it. Super duper. All right, we're going to stretch our triceps, and our triceps come here, but they also attach into your lats and into a bunch of the stuff that holds your shoulder blades in place. So take your rope, take the end, and you're just going to reach down behind you. And you're going to pull. Then you're going to pull up. You're going to pull down. Pull up. If you need to, you can choke up on that a little bit, make a little bit less space. So pull down. You're going to keep your neck nice and long. If you feel like you have to tuck your chin down, it's okay. It's not weakness, it's tightness. And the more you practice something like this, you'll see there's no weight to this. This is just almost like using a pulley system where you pull down, stretching your top arm, pull up, stretching your bottom arm. Let's do 2 more of those. 1 and 2, and switch sides. And you may not have the same flexibility on both sides, so you're going to pull down. Oh, feel that in your triceps. Pull up, feel that in your shoulder, maybe your elbow. Pull down, pull up. That's it. Make sure your abs are still braced, still pulling the bottom edge of your rib cage towards your beautiful hip bones. And let's do 1 more pull up and 1 more pull down. Awesome. Alrighty. Let's take the rope. Actually, we'll just get rid of the rope for a second here. What I want you to do, if you can, stand up. I want you to keep a nice long flat back. And I just want you to let your arms hang. Okay, for lots of people who've been in physio, you know this exercise. You can do 1 at a time. You can brace your hand on your knee. Your back is going to stay long. Your abs are still supported, so you're still bracing through your core, and you're just going to let that arm hang. What you're trying to get is a little bit of distance, a little bit of opening through the shoulder joint. You're just going to do circles. 1 direction, circles the other direction. That's it. For some people, they are asked to write the alphabet in script. Okay, today for time purposes, if this feels good to you, and when we're done and you're like, oh, I like that, just go ahead and do it. You can do that anytime. We're just going to switch arms. So your abs are braced still. You're going to come down. Same, nice flat back. Nice flat back. And just let your arm hang. You're going to let these muscles all relax. Okay, I'm just pulling on my arm a little bit of tension to get those muscles an idea of what they're going to do. They're going to relax. You're just going to do some circles here. Again, your back is nice and long and flat. Just getting a little bit of distance in that joint. Circles one way. Circles the other way, nice and small. Fantastic. Alrighty, I'm going to do this down here just to stay in camera. I want you to brace your beautiful abs. And I want you to interlace your fingers, and I want you to try to lock your elbows. We're going to do some of these where essentially you're just going to let your arms go all the way down. You want your elbows to straighten. If you can't get your elbows to straighten, that's okay. It just tells you that it's telling you information. It's telling you that you have tightness up here in your shoulders, probably in your posture, that's preventing your arms from straightening behind you, okay? And if you just practice this over time, you will be able to straighten your arms because you'll grow your muscles longer here. You'll get more distance. Your posture will improve. Your upper body strength improves with better posture. So again, bottom edge of your rib cage points straight down at your hip bones. I think I spent the first 2 weeks of being at home eating. I set up my computer in the kitchen, which was like not a terribly good idea. So I'm a pro eater now. All right, brace your abs. That's it. And if you can straighten your arms, I want you to go ahead and lift them. If you can't straighten your arms yet, and you still have a little bit of bend there, I just want you to continue pressing down. Just, it's like pumping. You're trying to slowly extend your arms here. The other thing you can do, and you can practice this in a mirror, is to take your rope or your stretchy tube or anything. Bring it behind you. It gives you some space. And again, you're going to try to turn your elbows forward. So the eye of your elbow is right here. This inside of your elbow, that's what you want to point forward. So take as much distance with your rope behind you to get your elbows forward. And you can see that that opens up your shoulders right across here. So it's just something you can walk around your house doing that. You can walk into your yard or up and down your driveway, practicing straightening your elbows. Okay, that soreness that you feel in your elbows when you were foam rolling, that will also improve with this stretch because you're stretching everything from above the joint and you're also stretching in your forearm. Alrighty, let's put the rope aside. Anything that you can practice behind you. If you have an exercise ball, for example, and you can spend some time in your day in extension. This is the opposite of Netflix posture. It's opening up your arms. You can see my fingers can touch the floor. If you get on your ball and you can't, what if you don't have a ball? Just roll up a huge comforter and bend over it. Some people use the edge of their couch. Just make sure you don't take a header. Okay, so this extension is the opposite of sitting at a computer. So if you can think about how many times a day you sit forward, reading, cooking, typing, sewing, whatever, even painting, all of that is flexion. Spend some parts of your day in extension. Big deep breath right into your rib cage. Awesome. All right, let's finish this off. Let's finish this off with the foam roller. And you're going to go up and down your back. It's the best part, I promise you. This, oh. Okay, remember if you have a ponytail, don't let it get sucked underneath. Because you'll be trapped wherever you are in your home. Somebody will have to cut you out. Oh. So right between your shoulder blades, try tipping back. Again, it's a great way if you've got a foam roller at home, a little bit of extension. If you bought a foam roller from Sculpt class and you don't have it yet, please contact me privately. I have them in my van. They've been sitting in there for a few weeks, so I'm happy to bring it to you. Oh, yeah. And if you don't have a foam roller, I think I have 1 or 2 extra. And they were either $30 or $35, I don't remember, but contact me and I'll see if I can hook you up. Everybody needs a foam roller. All right, you're doing this on your back. You're thinking, wow, that feels great. I want you to tip to one side, okay, and go all the way down to your pelvis. Oh. And switch sides. Lift the other shoulder, go all the way down. Makes you talk funny. Oh. Okay, again, this is beautiful extension. If you can get your tailbone on the ground and extend back through your upper back. Okay, we're not looking for extension from our low back. We can all do that. We're looking to extend between our shoulder blades. Okay, big deep breath. All right, let's finish this off with the best, very best part. Lengthwise on your roller. And you're just going to roll side to side. So you can go small. You want your whole body on your roller. That's why you always want to buy the long roller. The short ones are good for travel, but they are not very satisfying when it comes to this. And in my opinion, this is the best part. If you can, go right onto your side. So right now I'm getting tricep and a little bit of bicep into my shoulder deltoid, but at the same time I'm also getting my hip and my IT band down through my glutes, all the way through my back, and then all the way onto the other side. One more this way. If you fall off, good for you, get right back on. Okay, bring that right to the middle. I want you to open your arms. I want you to brace your abs again. Bracing is what you do right before somebody pokes you in the belly. So brace, spread your arms nice and wide, and you're going to do a snow angel. Okay, if you live in Canada, you've made snow angels before, either willingly or because your older sibling was sitting on you and you're struggling to get out. Nice big arm circles. What you'd like to feel is your fingertips or the back of your hands in contact with the floor all the way around. If they don't, if your arms don't touch the floor all the way around, that's okay. It's just information telling you you've got tightness in your upper body. You might have known it already. You might have suspected it. But if you don't have the range, that's okay. You can get the range back. You had it once. You just misplaced it, probably at a desk or in a car. What I want you to do here is brace. Okay, imagine someone's going to poke you right now. Brace again. Beautiful. Big shoulder roll, and I want you to pinch your foam roller with your scapula, with your shoulder blades. So your back is nice and strong. I want you to pinch that your shoulder blades against the roller, like you're going to squeeze the roller. And now try that snow angel again. You may have gotten a little bit more range by pulling your shoulder blades back a little bit closer to where they belong. Okay, they don't belong tipped forward and coming around your back. They belong together on your back and shoved into your back pockets. That's where they should stay all the time. Go into your nice widest, whatever's the biggest stretch for you. I want you to squeeze the back of your hands into the floor. Beautiful. Take a big deep breath. Fill your rib cage. And now relax. I want you to take 3 big, long, deep breaths at your own pace. And I want you to breathe in. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to breathe in your favorite smell or your favorite color or your favorite image. Okay? 3 big, deep breaths. Go at your own pace. Breathing right into your rib cage. One more. That is fantastic. I'm going to have you roll off your roller. You're more than welcome to continue rolling for as long as you like. There's no right amount of time to roll. From here, normally we stand up. I'm going to just go for my knees so I stay in the camera. Brace your beautiful abs. Reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Tip one way. Lift your rib cage away from your hips. Lengthen through your side. Turn your armpit to the ceiling. Come back to the center. Tip the other way. Lift that rib cage. Make that space between your rib cage and your hip bone a little bit longer. Turn your armpit up to the ceiling again. That's it. Come right into the middle. This is where you grow a little bit taller. Tall, tall, tall. Nice big deep breath. And out. You are all done. Thank you very much for coming to this weird stretch and roll class. I'll try to do some more of these. I think they get recorded. I'm not really sure. I'll find out and let you know. If you're a sculpt class person and you don't know about our coffee group, send me a message or send Pat Williams a message. And other than that, if you have any questions about stretching or foam rolling, please send them to me. And again, Lakeshore Recreation is where we normally attend classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and lots of people go every day. Lakeshore Recreation has a YouTube channel, and some of the instructors have put up classes on there so that you can follow along at home. And if you want to see different kind of classes, you can add comments either here or go to the Lakeshore YouTube page, Lakeshore Recreation YouTube, for more videos. Have a great day. Enjoy your coffee and your water and your wine.